Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ace and I got another TF2 live commentary here for you. Playing as one of the most hated things in TF2, a Revengeneer, rocking the Frontier Justice stock pistol. And of course, the Gunslinger. Now you may ask yourself, why am I building? Well, first of all, a teleporter is of course a no-brainer, especially on this map. It's a pretty small map, but a teleporter that you can build freely as we are still in the setup phase on this map is always quite nice, as there are some very decent teleport spots on this map to build your exit at, especially for the attacking team. And if you're wondering why I already have built a mini sentry, well, distraction, and the same thing applies for the dispenser, which is why I'm not upgrading it, because it's basically there just to give my team a bit of a longer opening, because some people like to destroy buildings, and if they focus on the dispenser instead of the people on my team, it's going to be a win. As you can see, my sentry gun has been taken out as the heavy army on my team pushes forward. And I'm gonna help out here by building on the mini sentry, causing that the confusion, distraction, and all kinds of tasty stuff. As I'm trying to hit my revenge crit, but unfortunately it didn't out too well. As this is my favorite initial exit spot, especially if you can't initially get that first point captured. Not a lot of people check this point. Not a lot of people know of this point, in fact, on a pop server. So it's already a level 3 sentry. I don't really have a lot of metal, but well, luckily enough for me, there's a lot of metal here, and I have enough metal to basically go in, because you should never go in without less than 100, or without at least 100 metal. Otherwise, you can't confuse the enemy or cause distraction, which is one of the most important things, as of course a whoa. Well, I was going to say Revengeneer, but a level 3 sentry is a little bit more powerful than I am, as you can clearly tell. So I just got decimated. However, we have the teleporter up, so my team does rush in from a position that they may not expect. So even if they are going to push forward to the spawn, we can definitely already have ourselves a nice surprise. But then again, if they do find us out, we only have one real path to go out that actually allows us to be faster on this location right here, which can also be quite easily spammed. So I might want to switch my exit location when I get the chance. First, I'm gonna battle it out with this scout right here. He gets random crits, but I also get random crits, and my random crits are a little bit more effective as I'm using the pistol and not a weapon with nice spread from a large distance. So picking up some health here as I'm going to find myself a new mini sentry location. So we have another, well, we have ourselves a teleporter here. I'm gonna wait if somebody comes along. No, but he got taken out, so we cannot really camp it. I'm gonna put my mini sentry right here, in fact. Bit of a waste of metal as I already built it right here. I could have just walked back, but it's a mini sentry. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. And this angle is quite tasty due to the fact that it does force them to be quite in the open. As my team is also pushing forward, my team can actually take him out. And if they do focus the mini sentry, my team has a field day. And if they focus the team, my mini sentry has a field day if it's in range. So it's all good. I'm going to see if there's no spies behind us, as I'm taking a little bit more of a defensive role here, which is quite surprising for me, as I am playing in Revengeneer, an offensive engineer, a combat engineer even. But it does look like my team is going pretty powerhouse, as I'm going to find myself a new mini sentry location and use that to my advantage, as they might draw fire away from me, or I will draw fire away from my mini sentry, and then my mini sentry can just keep shooting, as I do take out the heavy as well as the sniper here together with my team, as they were confused to where to shoot at. And there we go, we have won our first round here. Now this is a pretty quick map and not a lot of action from my side, as I was basically trying to explain what I was doing. So I'm going to attempt to basically be a little bit more offensive, hopefully not die as often, and do the same thing in, of course, the setup phase. Going to build my teleporter right there for the fact that it's behind an, well, an environment objective, which means it can't get spammed down as easily as some may want to spam it down. With, of course, the pipes, the rockets. I'm going to place my mini sentry right here, as it will draw fire once again. It can shoot to that scout. If that scout decides to focus that mini sentry, it might get decimated by my team, or that scout might get decimated by my team. And if it doesn't, well, then my mini sentry can just shoot people that get on the high ground, which allows us to have a bit of an advantage, because having the high ground on your team is a nice advantage to have. That speaks for itself. So with another 15 seconds, I'm gonna quite easily build up and level up my teleporter right here. Going to get myself some metal, as I will keep teleporting or keep upgrading my teleporter, as I'm a little bit afraid of that initial spawn killing that may arise from this specific map. So it's level 3 now. I'm just going to go back. As you can see, my mini sentry just got decimated by the heavy, which means he focused on my mini sentry and not on my team, which is what I wanted to begin with. I could have also placed a dispenser for additional tasty confusion or distraction, but I forgot. So there is that. I'm actually going to build my mini sentry. Bit of an awkward position, as I was able to also place it outside of it, which is what I was going for, because it then also focused behind me, as there was a spy right here. And unfortunately, my mini sentry is taking a lot of damage. I'm going to try and not take damage myself, as I will find a better location to put it, as they are looking into high ground right here. So I'm going to see if I can cover the bridge with my mini sentry. However, I have to wait for the heavies to push forward with that bomb, as there's a lot of spam going on. My health bar doesn't really allow it, as I don't have overheal as well. I can destruct some sticky traps if they do arise with my shotgun or my pistol, of course. And my mini sentry is taking over the bridge. It's covering the bridge, so they can't really look over it. You can see if there's a teleporter. No, there's definitely a spy behind it, so I can't use anything, which is quite annoying, especially if you have the red tape recorder, because that allows your sentry not to be destroyed by destroying it yourself. So you can't rebuild, you have to wait for it, which is all kinds of nasty, as the demo Uber here does focus on my mini sentry instead of getting my team killed, which is what I wanted as well. Mini sentries are very tasty for distraction. This medic takes a lot of damage. I want to possibly relocate my mini sentry into a better position, so it doesn't really have to turn around and shoot, as I do get a nice revenge crit right onto the demo, which allows the pyro to finish him off, which is what I wanted. I would have preferred to kill myself, but sometimes it is how it is, and that is how it was, as I will now also try to basically cover myself here on the high ground. I do not build my mini sentry right there over just yet, because now I have a point to retreat to, but I do see myself having a friendly engineer here as well that does have a tasty level 1 sentry, which does look through the windows. I'm now going to build my mini sentry right over here. So as you can see, it will get focused by the enemy team, as my team is able to push forward without too much of a fuss. I'm not getting a lot of kills, but I am definitely causing a lot of distraction, and that is my main role. Of course, depending on team or depending on your map, you can just do all kinds of massive kill streaks, which I have done before on my channel, especially on King of the Hill maps, which is all kinds of morally questionable, but definitely, well, able or capable, well, being achieved clearly. But I am just causing a lot of confusion and distraction, as we have a pretty nice pushing team. So if I can support the pushing team without getting killed myself, that's what we want. Now I have a mini sentry right here, allowing my team to basically draw back, and I haven't really built myself a teleporter exit yet, because we are pushing so fast. If I were to build an exit, it would just end up having to be replaced constantly, and I want to be, well, right here at the combat to cause that distraction. And as you can see, my sentry gun getting some kills as well, and I got some very decent kills as well, or some nice damage with my revenge crits, as we have finally won the last level on Hoodoo here. So I hope this kind of gave you an insight to my combat engineering, which was a little bit more of a distraction engineer playstyle, as we are now on the defending side of things. But the video is about to get pretty long, so I'm gonna go call it a day here. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share it as well, and I will definitely catch you guys next time. Take care.